Troy Opperly here today with Enzyme Essence, and we're speaking to one of the original creators of multi-strain probiotics. So this is part of the Enzyme Essence EPA program. So this is the second step. We talked earlier about enzymes. This session we're going to talk about probiotics, and with us here today, like I mentioned, is the guru of probiotics, Victor Kulvinskas. So when you transition from regular diet, the Sad American diet, over to a plant-based diet, what role and how important are probiotics?
They're extremely important. I worked with quite a few different companies in the past, and Dr. Ken Shahani, who was one of the greatest names in probiotics, helped in the design of our first breakthrough projects that involved 8 different microbes. That was about 30 years ago, and that was a major breakthrough because the whole body ecology is dependent on many different friendly bacteria, and they facilitate not only digestion but also the area that is most interesting is the gut brain. Now more and more psychologists are going toward the direction of, instead of prescribing Prozac and other medicinal for depression and other sadness diseases, instead they're telling them eat more sauerkraut or kimchi, but in more serious sense they're prescribing probiotics, and you can see that in Prevention magazine, the 1915 issue, March, very lengthy article on this effect. But probiotics have more than influence on your psychology. They are the producers of enzymes. They multiply very rapidly every 20 to 30 minutes. You have duplication taking place, and during the process of duplication and eating and dining, they created such a surplus of enzymes and B complex for strong neurological system, for great consciousness. That's why the mental faculties and the emotional faculties improve so radically. And the studies that have been done with probiotics, it shows that countries that are noted for longevity, low incidence of infant mortality and degenerative diseases all consume on a daily basis some form of fermented foods or probiotics. So it's very essential for quality living, protecting yourself against viruses, pathogenic microbes, as well as being a happy camper on planet Earth.
Right, and we just go back to the formula. So Victor's been at this, like you mentioned, over 30 years. So this last generation, or this current product as far as the probiotic, is representative of that. So it has the 6 different genuses or families that the 13 different strains of probiotics come from, the colony forming unit activities, also just the addition, like the synergistic approach from each one of the products will have enzymes, probiotics, algae, as well as the minerals. So all those are very important cofactors that help, produce awesome results. So again, this is the second part or second phase, enzymes. This is probiotics, and the next phase we'll talk about algae.
And these wonderful probiotics in the encapsulated form, because they're so highly concentrated, you can use them actually as starter for your kimchi, for your sauerkraut, and all of a sudden you're proliferating some of these wonderful bacteria cultures right in your own home. Have them, instead of growing plants, grow probiotics. So it's a very delightful, delicious way to entertain your guests. And you can attribute it to Enzyme Essence.